out? What are we going to tell him? What are we going to say when he points his finger at us and it's revealed upon a screen or in our mind or however he does that judgment? But he's going to be pulling that book. Here's page 119, Shane, when you was 32 years old. You remember this situation? And you're going to remember it. You're going to remember it real clear. Don't you remember that you refused to be used of me? Don't you remember that you wouldn't become a servant for me? And then you wonder why I wouldn't give you gain? You wonder why? Well, here it is. Here's the clear definition. How we get gain of God. Not gain of personal goods, but gain with God. And get life to get it more abundantly. Must be free, must be servant. Then you will get gain. You will get gain of life and not death where we're at right now. As we said, the definition of no life is death. And I really believe that across this nation, across this world, that almost most believers are almost at the edge of death or are dead to the things of God because of situations. We need to be set free. How do we get free? These gifts got to come out. We got to start reaching out. They're in us. But we're not willing to reach out. We're not willing. Christ is not going to come back to this earth and do this again. He's not coming back down here again and going to suffer again. He's not going to be born of a virgin again. He's not coming back to live for 33 and a half years again. He's not doing it. He's done it. He's not coming back to be striped again and beat and spit upon. He's not coming back to be nailed to a cross again. He's done paid it all. It's free for every one of us. Free. Free, free, free. If we want to change it, and we want to grab a hold of it, and we want to run with it, or we can let our situations continue to control us, and look what it's doing for us. Question, are you getting gain? Are you? Well, you're missing two parts. You're not free, and you're not been a servant. That's the two things you're missing. You'll never find anywhere in the Bible that will say, do what you want to do. Do it however you feel you need to do it. Live a life however you want to. And I don't care what any minister preaches, they're wrong if they preach that. Because they'll have to show me that in the Bible because I can't find it. Where it says that we're to do it however you feel. Just do it any way you want to do it. It's okay. God accept it. I can't find that. What I find is be servant. What I find is be willing to do. Be willing to give of yourself. And so many times, and most of the times, it's going to take us pressing. It's going to take us pushing ourselves. It's going to take us, because life is hard, working all day. I know. Working all day, getting up at 2:45 in the morning on a Monday morning or to go to work, and then come Monday evening, you go into Walmart and you just wore out. Or whenever I travel back on a Tuesday evening for a church service and have to get up at 2:45 in the morning on Thursday morning to get back to work. Come Thursday evening, your flesh don't feel like it, but you got to press. You got to press. Is that going to be an excuse? No, absolutely not. Because we're warned the flesh is weak. We're told it will be. And you're going to have to pick your flesh up and get it moving. You're going to have to push your way through just as much as Christ did. We're going to have to push our way through. But I'll close with this right here. Ephesians 4, 7, and 8. To prove to you that you've got gifts. Every one of you got gifts. But are we using them? And here's why. We've given you the reason. That we become dead. We've told you why we can't get gain. And why we're the same as dead. In a church service, are they really, really life and excitement? Are they? Are they really, really life and excitement? Ephesians 4, 7, and 8 says this. But unto every one of us is giving grace according to the measure of the gift of Christ. Wherefore he saith, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men. He didn't just give them to one or two. He gave gifts unto all men. They're ours. And He led captivity, He took captive and put it into captivity so that we don't have to be bound. So what did Paul say? Be free of all men, so that we could be servants, so that we could get gain. Just being free ain't enough. We got to be willing to be servants. Then we get gain. That's what it takes. But are we going to continue to not reach out? As I said, before the year ended, the Lord pressed upon me, and that's why you kept seeing the bulletins, that this church has to take a different direction. It has to take a different direction. And I knowed, and I've said from the very beginning, I've known this. And that's why me and Andrew, I've enjoyed the time when he's come down and started doing business. Me and him sat down. And he was telling me about a church, and I won't mention it, but he said they went down in numbers tremendously from 70 to 20. And he knows the problem behind that. And I said, we went down too. But it was something the Lord had showed me, and I told many people from the very beginning. It wouldn't surprise me if it wouldn't be but 12 people that really grab a hold of this, change their life, and take off in a different direction. We had people even have dreams and say that part of the people's going to fall over the hill and just disappear and go away, and part's going to stay on top, and they're going to be the ones that take hold. And the person that had the dream left. God warning them, saying what you're getting ready to do, but they didn't take the warning. They didn't take the warning of the dream. I knowed it was going to go down. I've stressed that highly, and that's why I've kept telling you, God showed this, and He said it was going to go down before it'll go up. But now it's up to us. It's went down, and He's wanting to build it up. But He's picked out people that's got a heart that's willing to serve. A heart that's willing to understand, that's willing to take hold of these mysteries and become free of all men and all situations around you. And then willing to become servants so that they can get gain, and the church can get gain, and things can take hold. Christ and 12 men turned the world upside down. Every one of us has Christ in us if we're born again. So what could 8, 10, or 12 people that's willing to be free, be servants, what can they really do in this world? They could turn this world upside down. They could turn her upside down if they want to. But it's our choice. And that's what God wants you to leave here knowing today. If you don't have life, and you don't have it more abundantly, then are you dead? Is that not the definition? Then if you're not getting gain, then you're not free. Or you're not a servant. It could be both. And I really think for most of us it's both. We're not free of all the situations around us, and we need to be set free. And then when we're set free, we need to realize now we got to reach out and become servants. We got to be willing to help others no matter what. That's what we're all called to do. Help others. Everywhere you look, help others. Everywhere you look, it's not about self, it's help others. Everywhere you look with Christ's ministry, He went to help others. He would walk miles and miles and miles to help others. Went to one well to help one woman. Went to one well to help one woman who was an adulteress and been married 4 or 5 times and was living with a man, but went to help that one woman. See, we don't know. And what a big revival broke loose in that town by helping that one woman. You just don't know. You don't know what kind of gifts is in you and what you're capable of. You don't know it. But some of you need to be set free. And today God wants you to ponder upon it. What things have really got you bound? What things are really bothering you and really got you bound down? That we can't become servants and reach out. That we can't be free. That we are not really free and we really don't have that life that He promised. What's really got you bound down? What things in your life? And some of you can probably can really write down several things that's got you bound. But God wants to set you free of those. And when He does, He wants you to become a servant and reach out. And then you'll get gain. Then you'll get the real gain that matters, the priceless gain. The priceless gain that God wants to give us. He wants you to really ponder this today, because I think He wants to help us tonight. We could be